Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
I saw where somebody had taken a family recipe that was treasured by the family and they turned it into a towel. Like they got it embroidered or printed onto a towel and gave that out to everybody as like a Christmas gift.
And if it's in somebody's handwriting, that makes it even more special. But it's one of those like kitchen towels that you hang over, like the little handle on the oven kind of thing. And it would be hard for me to do that. Like So if you have a decorative towel and one of your family members decides to wipe their hands on it,
it messes it up.
It totally messes it up. And so you would almost want to frame it rather than hang it. You know, it'd have to be in a shadow box or something to keep people from touching it.
Yes, I don't know what it is. It's like it's supposed to be for pretty decorations.
And how can you not see the difference? Because, you know, you've got one that's just, I don't want to call it flannel, but it is like a plaid, right?
Right.
Obviously, that one is to wipe your hands on. The one that has your 97-year-old grandmother's handwritten recipe, maybe not. Going to the My HISRadio app and the open mic.
Both of my grandparents gave us cookbooks for Christmas one year. My granny and papa had one done with family photos, and my mama had one that was handwritten. I use them all the time. They are my go-to cookbooks.
Yeah, and when they're passed down like that, you know the recipes are good.
I know about the decorative towels on the stove. My granny and my mother had them. And in my day, if you touched them, you got your hand smacked.
I get a text from my husband.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right? Uh-oh for him. If a towel is precious to you, then don't fold it and put it in the towel drawer.
Then where you put it?
Right?
Where you gonna put a towel?
Am I supposed to put it in a shadow box so you don't use it?
People are also texting in their suggestions.
Yeah.
Like Maggie, she said that she had her mama's no-bake cookie recipe laser printed onto a cutting board.
Oh, that's cool.
So
a little different than like a towel or even put into a book, so on a cutting board. All right. Going to the My HISRadio app in the open mic.
My favorite cookbook is the one that my mom had made for my husband and I when we got married. Before we got married, she had all the family members and some of the friends submit to her their favorite recipes, and she made us a book.
That is such a cool idea. Now, I'm going to tell you, Mom spent a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
She probably started that like the year before saying, I want to do this next year, so send me your best recipes right now.
Yeah, because people forget. They'll send it last minute.
Yes.
She's like, I'm going to get this taken care of.
I know. And then you got to send it off to a printer and you got to do all the things. So, yeah.
And Sherry, her idea was to take her mother's brownie icing recipe and frame it. And so now that is forever on her kitchen wall.
Oh, that's so cool. And you never have to look up that recipe because, honey, it's right there. The coolest Christmas gifts I ever got from my husband was 2 years ago. It's his radio mornings, Liz Ninja Scott. He told me, because, I love nutcrackers. Mm-hmm. Love. And I wanted a new one for the house. And he told me that he had been online, like on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, and found a nutcracker, and we needed to go see it that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we had just come back from like a little weekend getaway to Gatlinburg. And so I was like, really? Like, okay, but if we're going to get a nutcracker, oh, that's awesome. This is so cool.
Bring it on.
Right? And he even, like, we were at the house, he went into the restroom and he left his phone sitting on the counter, opened to a nutcracker on Facebook Marketplace. So I got me a little sneak look, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I love it. I can't believe this. So we're traveling, and we're going forever. I think it was like 50 miles from our house, and we just keep traveling. And as we pull in to this house, on the mailbox, it says Barn Door Doodles. He got me a dog.
That's not nutcracker.
He got me a dog.
He tricked you good.
Yes, he did. And I started screaming, are you kidding me? And so that was copper. So
Aw.
I love those kinds of gifts. Like, you are so not ready for it.
He real surprised you. That's so sweet.
He did. So I love when people put that thought into, and I love doing that as well. If you can see somebody's face just light up, and it can be something tiny, it can be something big. It's just all about the thought that counts.
Yes. So Kel said, as a grandparent, they love getting any kind of gifts that the grandkids make, like a kid's footprint or handprint made into something
And
super
it doesn't
sweet.
cost anything.
Yeah, one year my sister-in-laws, they had all the grandkids. This was before Ollie. This will be his first Christmas. And so they had their handprints and footprints made into a manger scene. And it is
I've
so
never
cute.
seen that.
It's super cute.
I love that.
And Becky's suggestion is for the parents to get them a massage gift certificate.
You know what?
Treat
For the grandparents,
themselves.
yeah, because they don't have any kids at home. They don't have to set up babysitters
Yeah.
and things like that. So, Scott, would that be something that you would like a massage therapy?
I think so.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On His Radio.
And there is this new contraption that you can hook up to your tear ducts, I guess, and weaponize, right? Your tears?
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's a great idea because you're not being wasteful with your
You're
tears.
recycling your
You're
tears.
Recycling your tears, being resourceful.
Okay.
But it's like a water gun used for a pool.
Mm-hmm. Super soaker.
Yeah,
okay.
super soaker, but with your tears. There's a little catch under your you wear it around your ears and it over your nose and it catches the tears as you cry. So
Why? Why? Like, why? Who spent the money? Who came up with? I mean, a lot of technology went into this. How big are the little catchers under your eyes? Because that sounds like it would hurt.
it looks like a little mesh holder. It's like a little mesh holder.
How much is this thing?
That sits probably a lot.
Yeah, see, that's what I would think. So I just and it hooks onto your nose. So you've got it hooked to your. So if you know you're going to go on a crying rant, Scott's face is hilarious right now. You can see this on his Radio Plus. But so you hook it on your ear, you hook it on your nose, and then there's a little catch-all for your tears. Are you crying like a cartoon character?
It's not discreet at all.
No, not at all.
So do you need to be watching like a tearjerker, like a good tearjerker movie for this thing to work properly?
Could be. Like any Nicholas Sparks probably would do the job. Cutting onions, possibly.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, could. But why? Again, if
Yeah.
if it's going to cure something, absolutely. Hook me up. If I am putting it in a super soaker, that's disgusting.
Who's gonna just be crying during a sad movie and just think, okay, I'm gonna collect these tears for the super soaker now?
The commercials with the dogs and the song definitely brings me to tears. But my wife always says, I'm so funny. We can watch an apocalyptic movie, where there's 10 million zombies and 10 million people have passed away, and I don't do anything. But then the dog dies, and I am up in a fetal position just crying. My wife's like, you're so weird.
Truth. Sing the song. In the arms of the angel. And then the dogs are like shaking, and it's like, you can have all of my money. I'm flying to where you are. Like, oh my goodness. And then we got a couple of texts.
Yes, Jocelyn and Missy, they said Christmas Shoes, the movie.
And the song, right?
And the song.
Right.
And Missy is like, I said also the terms of endearment.
Oh,
I've never seen that one.
That's a throwback. I can't even remember, like, isn't it Sissy Spacek? I can't remember because I don't think I've ever seen it, but
I don't remember that
one of the women passes away. But yeah, again, I think it's the mom or something. So, saddest movie, the movie that made you cry, or the song.
Well, for me, most recently, probably Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, because it was about Baby Rocket and his backstory, and I was bawling like a baby.
Right.
Such a sad one.
And it doesn't matter how many times you see it. All right, Jake.
All right, so spoiler for Harry Potter, but in the last one, when Dobby the house elf kicks it, oh my gosh, I still weep.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, I weep.
Like cartoon, like
Yeah.
where the tears are coming out. I get it. Like those things, it just hits you sometimes. So, okay, we got a couple of texts.
Yeah, so a lot of people said Schindler's List,
Oh my goodness,
Forrest
yes.
Gump,
Okay.
The Notebook, Best of the Art of Erasing,
I don't know that one.
and Ice Princess.
Ice Princess. I don't know that one either.
I don't either.
I have no. Okay,
But-
going to the My His Radio app and the open mic.
So I'm not a crier usually. I don't get emotional with movies or songs, but I watched the movie Stepmom when I was younger, and it was okay. I thought nothing about it. And then I got diagnosed with cancer, went through treatments, and we have 4 small kids. And then recently I rewatched the movie Stepmom. Yeah, that was not a good idea.
Right. That is such a sad movie. And we got quite a few open mics about Stepmom. So that's one of those that kind of transcends, and it will bring you to tears. Here's one that Rob Dempsey told me to watch. Hachi.
With the dog?
With the dog? Are you kidding me?
You don't watch dog movies because you know what's going to happen.
Okay, that and Up.
Free Willy, when Willie was freed, oh my gosh, I cried. And then The Lion King. I'm a grown adult, but The Lion King is my movie. When his dad Mustafa dies and his brother lets him go, and he falls, and Simba comes running, and he's like, oh my goodness, his dad. It broke my heart.
It does break your heart. He's like, help, somebody.
Stop it.
Anybody.
No.
Right? It's awful.
We've had so many texts about Steel Magnolias.
Yes.
And Terms of Endearment. We've also gotten A Walk to Remember, Frozen 2, and Joe said Benji when his girlfriend passes away.
Benji movies. A Benji movie had my dog crying. I'm not playing. There were baby cubs, like mountain lion cubs, and they were, doing all these sounds. And Charlie was on my bed looking at Benji, crying.
Oh, she wanted to help.
She wanted to help them. All right, going back to the open mic on the My His Radio app.
I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Wadsworth Longfellow. He lost so much to become such a great American poet. Have a blessed day.
Right? I've seen parts of it. I think I fell asleep in the middle of it. Not to say it was a bad movie. I was super
You were tired.
I was
You had a
super
long
tired
day.
that day. Ben, didn't you mention another movie?
I said Bridge to Terabithia.
Right.
Ooh.
What? Say it again. Say it again.
Bridge to Terabithia.
Okay.
It's, brutal.
I have not seen that one.
Oh, let me tell you.
It'll bring you to tears.
As Churin, that was my.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now we all know. Do you have another text?
Yeah, so A Dog's Purpose. All these dog movies, people are like, they're really sad ones.
They're really sad.
But Amanda texted, she said The Fox and the Hound. Yes. Let me tell you, I watched that the other day. My husband had it on, and I cried so loud when she's dropping off the little fox. And I'm like, that little old widow, she just wanted a friend and a companion. And that mean old hunter just was so mean.
Somebody get ninja tissue.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On His Radio.
Krispy Kreme has new donuts, and they are, wow. They have
We gotta
They have been demolished. Oh my goodness.
They did look pretty when they came.
They did. Oh, what have you guys done? So they have new Thanksgiving pie donuts.
Well, there are 4 different flavors, and I want to try them all, but I can't eat 4 donuts.
That's a hack job.
So I can't find any butter knives, so I tried to use a fork and a spoon.
Did you use your fist?
A fork and a spoon.
Like.
Because this is what I'm tasting.
Oh my. So okay, what are the flavors?
Okay, we got a lemon. Well, I guess I should pull up the flavors.
I know there's a chocolate French silk pie. So Ben tried that one.
Yes.
And how was it?
Very chocolatey. If
Yeah.
you like chocolate, you love this.
So did you eat it all, or was it too sweet?
It is kind of sweet. I haven't finished it yet.
Okay. And then there's what did you try, Jake?
I tried the blueberry crisp.
Which is weird because that to me is not a pie. That's a crisp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
You
guess
don't-
this is like blueberry filling, like
I
a
guess
blueberry
so.
pie.
Okay, was it good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's,
I love me some jelly.
there's a lemon cream pie, which I didn't know you had lemon cream pies at Thanksgiving.
It does seem more like a spring thing.
Yes.
So,
And
yeah,
then
I got you there.
There's an apple crumble.
And again, it's a crumble. It's not a pie.
I'm gonna
So,
try this lemon one.
Krispy Kreme, 2 out of 4. Ain't bad. Wow.
I'm about to try it too.
Scott, I'm going to tell you, Scott, they have not given them to us at all.
It's like a buzzsaw went through that box. I mean, it is a war zone.
It is a war zone. There's chocolate on the lemon. There's apple in the blueberry. Like, what? Did you guys go
People
at
are
it?
crazy.
The lemon's pretty good.
It's like ants invaded.
This apple one.
Oh, you're going to do lemon and then apple?
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay. That's a lot of flavor.
Mm.
Which one's better, though, lemon or apple?
The apple for sure. It got the apple filling.
Wow.
That does look good.
My goodness gracious. I'm just like,
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On His Radio.
there is this new contraption that you can hook up to your tear ducts, I guess, and weaponize, right? Your tears?
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's a great idea because you're not being wasteful with your
You're
tears.
recycling your
You're
tears.
Recycling your tears, being resourceful.
Okay.
But it's like a water gun used for a pool.
Mm-hmm. Super soaker. Like,
yeah,
okay.
super soaker, but with your tears. There's a little catch under your you wear it around your ears and it over your nose and it catches the tears as you cry. So
Why? Why? Like, why? Who spent the money? Who came up with? I mean, a lot of technology went into this. How big are the little catchers under your eyes? Because that sounds like it would hurt.
it looks like a little mesh holder. It's like a little mesh holder.
How much is this thing?
That sits probably a lot.
Yeah, see, that's what I would think. So I just and it hooks onto your nose. So you've got it hooked to your. So if you know you're going to go on a crying rant, Scott's face is hilarious right now. You can see this on his Radio Plus. But so you hook it on your ear, you hook it on your nose, and then there's a little catch-all for your tears. Are you crying like a cartoon character?
It's not discreet at all.
No, not at all.
So do you need to be watching like a tearjerker, like a good tearjerker movie for this thing to work properly?
Could be like any Nicholas Sparks probably would do the job. Cutting onions, possibly.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, could. But why? Again, if it's going to cure something, absolutely hook me up. If I am putting it in a super soaker, that's disgusting.
Who's gonna just be crying during a sad movie and just think, okay, I'm gonna collect these tears for the super soaker?
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On His Radio.
There is a new trend for winter, and I just try to imagine it on myself and Brandon Lake. We have kind of similar hair, just like Ninja. We kind of have similar hair. It's micro bangs.
Teeny tiny bangs.
Teeny tiny little bangs.
Why is that the winter trend, though? You would think longer bangs.
Right, to make a scarf out of the hair,
Yeah.
which, when I'm cold outside, sometimes I will do this. But the micro braid, I keep saying micro braids, micro bangs are like what my mom gave me when I was 2 years old, and she messed up my hair.
Yeah, it's like when you make a mistake and the only way to fix it is just to go shorter and shorter and shorter.
And then finally, you're like the guy from Dumb and Dumber. Like, it's awful.
Yikes.
I don't, and I've tried to think, okay, somebody that looks really good in a pixie cut, like my daughter looks really good in a pixie cut, would not look good in the micro bangs. So I can't figure out what face shape that this would really work on.
Why are they saying this is a trend?
Because one of the supermodels wore it. And is she beautiful? Of course she's beautiful. She's a supermodel.
Right.
You know, and she could literally wear a paper bag and it would be fine. She would be fine.
It would be trending.
It would be trending.
Paper bag.
But the micro bangs now, if that's something that you have tried and I would love to see it.
Tell us your secret.